We play tabletop role-playing games of all kinds and sorts, and today we are playing role-playing games to support Lambda Legal, which is a great organization. So I'm glad you're here to support with us. Thank you to everybody who's here. I see there's a lot of people into chat right now. You guys are wonderful. So shout out to the peoples into chat. Okay. I have 4 fantastic players with me. I have Connor. Would you like to introduce yourself? You weren't here last time.
I know. I was a bad kid, but we're back. My name is Connor Padilla. My pronouns are he, him, his, and I will be playing James Jimmy McAllister.
Yeah. It's gonna be great. Can't wait for you guys to meet Jimmy. Next is... Who's next? Who did we determine? Danny.
Hi, I'm Danny. My pronouns are they, them, theirs. And I am playing Edith Rossi, the Italian rich bitch.
Oh, hell yeah. And then we have Took.
Hello. I am Took, I guess.
You guess?
And I'm playing Kane Walters, the very stoic soldier with an annoying little brother.
Yeah. Annoying. Salty, it's your turn.
Lovely.
Annoying siblings all around.
Yes.
Hi everyone, I am Salty. I am playing Bridget O'Brien, the Irish immigrant who absolutely adores his little brother because we can geek out together about all the cool things in the museum.
Yeah. His little brother is cool, okay? And not just because I play him. Hi, I'm Raz. I play everybody else. In case you were wondering. Okie dokie. We also have many sponsors. They're pretty cool people. We have GameStop, Infinite Citadel, formerly known as Day 20, and I believe that Matt said Infinite Citadel was doing something to reward people for donating to the stream. But I can't remember what it was. Sorry, guys. Level 1 Gaming, Raven and Riddle, Dicery, and LoreLink. LoreLink is really cool. I just got all my stuff plugged into LoreLink. It is like an organization thing that has it all divided into like your campaigns and your timelines, and you can input different creatures and different items and organize it all so that you only have to write down what the creature is or whatever once, and then you just link it to whatever the episode that you're on is. It's kind of nice. It's kind of great. You guys should go check it out. Okie dokie. Now, Lambda Legal. We will drop that link in the chat, but there's also a QR code at the bottom right of the screen. But if you donate to Lambda Legal, there's interactive things that will happen. I think 250 is our first goal, and it will thin the veil. If you watch Tales Does Tales, you're familiar with that. But basically, the veil thins and some sketchy things happen. Sometimes it's beneficial. Oftentimes, it leads to
Sometimes it's not.
Yeah, sometimes it leads to a vampire being in your bag of holding, sapping your life from you without you knowing that it's the vampire. But the vampire's supposed to be sleeping. It's a lot. So
Somebody gives you a third eye.
Yeah.
That's somebody spying on you.
Yeah, it's great. So you should do it. Donate. It's going to be awesome. And the people that we are donating for, just so that you know, they are a wonderful 501c3 nonprofit organization that was founded in 1973. Lambda Legal actually is part of the team that won equal marriage for same-sex couples. So, they have history here, they have skin in the game, and right now they are not only offering free legal services to trans people in America, which, by the way, gets really expensive really quickly, in case anybody has never been in a court battle before. It's like $200 just to file a document. Okay, one.
Yeah.
So what we're doing is raising money for them so that they can continue to fight all these terrible things that are happening with our terrible government and all that shit. Okay. Donate. Great. Donate. Donate. Let's see. I'm gonna read out the hotline numbers again. So if you or anyone you know is in need of assistance, there is an LGBT plus hotline, 888-843-4546. 888-843-4546. And there is a trans lifeline, which is 877-565-8860. 877-565-8860. Reach out if you need help. Send it to your poor friends who might need help. Okay. I think that was our last order of business. So why don't I roll the intro that I worked so hard on? All right, so we open on that dreary cityscape that has rain pattering down the streets. Everything is just monotonous, shades of gray. But people who live here in this city, you know, they love it. They wouldn't say it's that monotonous. Or maybe they would, but it's theirs, so fuck off. Not me cursing within the first 5 minutes, guys. Love it. So, currently, we are at the Milton Hotel. And we are all the way up on the, I believe I said it was the 17th floor? 16th floor? We have our fantastic Kane and Bridget being ushered down the stairs as some shenanigans happened back in the exhibit. I couldn't remember what it was called. The Kingdom of Fire exhibit. Where it is largely dark except for the one beam of a flashlight. But hang on. Before we go there, we have to rewind. We have to go back a little bit. We have to go back to before the flashlight arced through the darkness, before it landed on what appeared to be a rapidly desiccated face. We have to go back before a seal broke on a canopic jar, leading to who knows what to escape. Weird cloud of dust, I guess. Back before a trio of individuals made their way into the room and began talking about benign things, extra credit points, normal things. We have to go to a kind of cramped hotel room. A little dingy, a little messy. And a note. A note that says, "You owe me, Jimmy. You owe me. There's an exhibit today. During the keynote speech, you're gonna steal everything you can from it and give it to me. Signed, Red Jim." Connor, would you like to describe your character?
Yeah, my name is James Jimmy McAllister. I'm 18, born and raised in Hoboken. kind of on the side have a it's just kind of me, my crappy broken down jalopy 1923 jalopy Model T, and my deadbeat cousin who is family but seems to always get me into a lot of trouble. So I was currently in this hotel laying low because he had a bellhop job, thinking Red Jim didn't know where I was, but of course he's got eyes everywhere.
He sure does. You are aware of the exhibit that is going on, but you kind of figured it was mundane enough that I wouldn't really draw any attention. Like, who cares about some Egyptian artifacts that are dusty and not worth a whole lot?
All right. Fuck. I think Jim looks around. Is my cousin in this room with me?
He is currently sleeping. He has to get up pretty soon, like in the next couple of hours, because he's on the night shift.
All right.
So he is just passed out, in some boxers, but hanging off of a bed,
I think Jim gets up, kind of puts his shirt on, gets ready to, and is gonna slip out to scope out this exhibit, to kind of just get a lay of the land.
Love it. Do you go up the stairs or do you go up the elevator? It is on the 17th floor.
Ooh, no, I definitely go up the elevator.
Love it. Okay.
Ain't nobody got
No.
time for that shit.
So we're gonna say that it's roughly noon, so it's before the other three people get there. The other three people of note, okay, that you don't know yet, before they get here. You go up. It's pretty dead up there. There's hang on just a second. Here they are. There's a mother, guiding her little children through some of the exhibits. They're all relatively pocket-sized objects, like for the most part. There is a large kind of canopic jar up towards a speaker podium with a tablet next to it. Seems like it might be the coolest thing there.
Bingo.
But there is also some ancient Egyptian jewelry, some different urns, a Senate board game, some little cute figurines. Seem like they may have been painted at one point. If you want to make a roll, I can tell you a little bit more about them.
Would I?
Would you?
Yeah, I'll make a roll. I think as Jimmy is kind of looking around, can I get any more information on this urn with this tablet? Can I kind of walk up? Do I recognize kind of anything about it?
Good question. Okay, let's roll history, I guess that would be.
Perfect.
You...
Or archaeology.
Archaeology.
Ooh.
I will also specifically allow Connor to roll appraisal.
Ooh. All right. I will roll appraisal then. I'm gonna appraise this. Ooh. That is a hard failure, Chef.
What is it?
That
What'd you roll?
is a 44 versus 5. Oh, so I rolled a 44.
Yeah, you rolled a 44. Man, this is not your normal wheelhouse.
This is nerd shit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's, you can read a little placard next to it that says, I will give you that information for free. Because it's there, written in front of you. And I'm assuming you can read.
Well, it's a bold assumption.
Where is it? There it is. Okay. The placard says Imhotep Canopic Jar, 1325 BC. Used to preserve a pharaoh's organs as he crosses over into the afterlife. But a special case was made for Imhotep. Hieroglyphic records tell us that he was an advisor and astrologist for the boy king Tutankhamun. He is famously, or infamously, known to have maybe used black magic against the boy king himself.
Oh, so it's like nope, I was about to say a Rasputin thing, but that wasn't common knowledge at this time period. So, I
You
think
gaze
look-
into the future.
yeah. He's I think he's looking at this this urn, and he goes, okay, so old dusty organs,
Mm-hmm.
creepy story, really old.
Mm-hmm.
Rich people love spending money on this shit. So I think like he's just making a note of like things that he's gonna
Yeah.
when this happens, things that are going to be a smash and grab.
Cool.
I think he also makes note of anything sparkly and shiny.
Oh yeah, there's plenty of things that they're like a little more dingy than sparkly, but like you can tell, for example, there's an amulet that has it like ornate gold working and polished sapphire. There's a crook and a flail. If you don't know what those are, they're the little like shepherdy hook looking thingy and like a little flaily guy. They're usually like this whenever you look at a sarcophagus. That's what they're like holding. Yeah. And those are at least gold plated. You're not sure. They could be pure gold. But there's hieroglyphs etched in there. There's a scarab amulet, and the little figures, the little figurines, seem like they're made out of various semi-precious materials. One of them is jade. There's also a red jasper one.
Semi-precious. I think the last thing Jimmy will note before he heads back down is just to touch base with his cousin, is I think he's looking around to see how security is in this exhibit.
Okay. You go to the elevator to head back down. I'm gonna say your cousin's room is probably on like floor 3, because it needs to be pretty close to the lobby, and it needs to be a small room. As you are going to wait for the elevator, a very snazzily dressed gentleman comes walking out. His suit is very like Italian cut. He's got like the nice skinny tie. He's got suave kind of gelled back hair. And I was going to give him a British accent even though he's Italian, but I don't know the Italiano, so we're just going to go with my voice. But he, seems a little startled, like, at you being there for a second, because he wasn't prepared for somebody to be at the elevator when he was getting out. Rich people. Fuck them. And he kind of like looks at you surprisedly. Already leaving the exhibit? There's so much to look at, so much history.
Oh, Yeah, well, it all kind of looked like a bunch of nerd shit to me, but like it looks like hey, really looks like it'll really tickle your fancy.
I will have you know, Dr. Bronson is the leading Egyptologist in her field. In fact, I'm here today just to go and meet up with her because she came and studied in Italy at the museum that I curate for.
Well, sounds really impressive.
It's not nerd. It's not. That's whatever. Kind of
Sure.
moves past you. And tries to pick his pocket or anything.
Of course I do.
Press all the buttons, Connor. Press them all.
Absolutely.
Is there a sleight of hand?
Yes.
Yes. Roll that shit.
Oh, slide of how do you spell sleight of hand in Call of Cthulhu?
SLEI.
If you go all the way to the end where it says additional and then go.
Is it? I'm like, I love how
Yes,
I'm.
it's the
so
first S.
Oh, got it. Stealth.
No.
Oh.
2 more up.
Oh, so, you mean the thing that says sleight of hand?
Yeah. You mean the thing
maybe
that says sleight of hand? That thing?
Sure, sure. I got it. I know what I'm doing here. Oh,
Do you?
I rolled a 26. That is a failure.
Oh no.
Oh shit.
What's your skill in sleight of hand?
It
How
is
bad
a
is it?
10.
Woo! Yeah, you go to bump into him, okay? And like do that whole like, let me just stick my hand in your pocket. And he just like, sir, were you trying to touch my butt?
Oh, you have been like what? You need like 3 lanes to walk into the fucking exhibit? Like, God, my guy.
But I was not
Honestly.
expecting to be handled by the ruffians around the house. The help.
Well, you know what? I'm just the help, and so excuse the fuck out of my clumsiness. I'm gonna get back on the elevator and go down to the dredges to do more of my dredgy work. Not a finger. I say good day. I just go to like
Good day, sir.
I go
Okay.
to descend. Fuck.
The person who mans the elevator, because this is a nice hotel and it is back in the day, there are elevator attendants. She is very nicely dressed, but it's in like the hotel colors, and she's been very quiet throughout this whole thing because she didn't want to like get in trouble. But as soon as the elevator doors close and it goes bing, and then you start descending, she kind of just like high five.
Oh. Yeah. Sorry. I got a little out of pocket there. It's just there's something about those rich assholes, that just like set my teeth on edge.
I don't see nothing. I don't see a thing. Not me.
I see you.
Little blush. Which floor are you going to?
Oh, sorry. Floor 3, please.
Clicks the 3rd button, and you descend. Okay, so are you gonna look around your shared room with your cousin for information, or are you gonna just like?
Yeah, I just want to like
How are we doing this?
I just want to make sure that there aren't any I'm just while he's still asleep, I'm just going to make sure there aren't any like surprises that once again he has not told me about. Because the reason I am in this whole mess in the first place is because of him. So I just need to make sure, like, okay, if I pull this off and get us out of this is the end of it, right? Like there are no more skeletons in the closet. there's nothing that's gonna, you know, proverbially jump out and grab me.
He blinks his bleary eyes at you. No, I had no idea that this would even be a problem. I'm so sorry. This should be. I'm sorry.
You're sorry.
I'm sorry.
You're sorry. Well,
I'm so sorry, Jimmy.
I know. I remember you were sorry the first 12 times, and but look. If I pull this off, he just wants the old nerdy shit from the 17th floor or whatever. We're gonna pull this off. There is nothing else that's gonna come and bite me in the ass, right?
He's coming here?
He's coming here. I gotta go collect all of this shit. You know what? Don't worry about it. The less you know, the better. You just don't help me. Okay?
Probably.
You just.
I'm a terrible liar.
Oh, I know. That's why I'm realizing, why am I telling you anything? I got a job. I'm going to get us out of this. I just need to know you have told me everything, right?
I mean, as far as I know, Jimmy. Here, have he ruffles around in his like suit jacket that he has to wear when he's working, and pulls out a key. It's a master key, Jimmy, in case you need it.
Mickey, I think this might be the first helpful thing you have ever done for me. No, this is like a monument. This is a momentous occasion.
I'm not sure if that's a compliment, but I'm gonna take it as a compliment. Thanks,
When you
Jimmy.
have something like this, next time lead with that. Okay? Lead with that. Thank you.
Well,
Now stay out of trouble.
okay, Jimmy. Let me know if you need anything. I can always boost a car if you need it.
No, I don't do anything, Mickey, okay? I will take care of it. And I think Jimmy's gonna turn around to leave, and before he goes, Mick, I love you, you asshole. And I think he walks out of the room.
I love you too, Jimmy. You're my boy. You always got me.
Why can't any day just be a normal day? Why can't I just wake up and, I don't know, read the paper, enjoy my coffee, like a regular American citizen?
Well, we all
And,
want That's all want
Yeah, right.
Mm-hmm.
Drink coffee and read the paper.
Just want to
That's-
drink coffee and read the paper, and have there not be
The American dream.
Oh my god, have there not be another world crisis happening every 5 seconds?
Yeah.
All right.
Was there any information in this note about like when was the best time to knock this out?
So he said while the keynote speech was going on, which is at 2.
Okay.
You would have seen when you came in, and also there's like little flyers everywhere talking about this exhibit up on the 17th floor, and the keynote speech at 2 p.m. But he gave you at the end. You can always tell when I'm trying to find something because I start talking
Yeah.
slower. Like, you find it at the end. And there's a character. I love Lore Link. I'm still learning. Okay?
I love that.
I'm still learning how to use it, but it's very useful. Now I'm still Mick. It's very useful. Jimmy. There it is. At the bottom, there is a contact listed for you. And it's Miss Celia Shepherd.
Celia
Yeah.
Shepherd.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So this broad is given some nerd speech to a bunch of other nerds and I'm supposed to steal it when that
Mhm.
happens.
And
Got it.
on top of that, I will let you know that you are familiar with Miss Celia. She is like 20, 21, and she got into the gang because Red Jim told her that he would help her get famous. She wants to be like a Broadway star. And she's a very attractive woman. Everybody in the organization that knows her just because when she walks into a room, everybody's kind of like, whoa. You know.
All right. I think.
But yes, she's been listed as your contact, so you do know her face. Just to let you know.
Okay. Okay. So maybe it's not a complete shit sandwich after all. Crap sandwich. I gotta stop swearing. All right.
Quarter in the
Think he,
swear
like-
jar.
Quarter in the swear jar. Fuck, Celia Shepherd. I think Jimmy's a little nervous. He all of a sudden he's like, okay, I gotta pull this job off and make sure that things run smoothly. So I think he's going to just meander his way back up to the exhibit, trying to keep a low profile, knowing that he has maybe already botched an ill-advised confrontation with a member of society up there. So yeah, definitely trying to keep a low profile.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Okay, so you are wandering around the exhibit, keeping a low profile. A group of 3 people, kind of around your age, maybe a little older, wander in at some point. They go down to sit down in some seats to wait for the keynote speaker. You see in one corner of the room Miss Celia, and she's looking at the scarab amulet, just kind of like pensively glances
I
up in your
think,
direction.
I think Jimmy just catches eyes with her and will just very, nonchalantly make his way over to take in the scarab exhibit. I'm very interested in scarabs. I want to. I'm quite a connoisseur of scarabs. Yeah.
Hello, Jimmy.
Celia.
So
Funny meeting you in a place like this.
I know, right? It's not really my first choice.
I didn't. Well, yeah, I didn't think Red Jim had you doing. I don't know, small time appointments like this. I thought, he had you with the big wigs.
You know, evidently he's supposed to be here himself. For this one, there's that jar up there. Evidently, there's like big conspiracy around it being cursed or something ridiculous.
Yeah.
But private collectors that Red knows.
Hey, listen. What do they say about rich people? They're always trying to find useless stuff to spend their money on.
Mm-hmm. Especially if it has any mystery to it. I guess all the people
right.
who dug up this boy king came down with a mysterious illness very shortly after.
Now, Celia, you don't tell me you believe in curses and ghost stories.
Oh, no, not at all. But what I do believe in is money. And curses and ghost stories. You know how it is.
Good story sells.
A good story sells.
Kind of like those showstoppers on the Great White Way, right?
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. While you're chatting, Dr. Bronson, begins her speech. And probably like 15 minutes or so into it, the lights go off. Celia looks at you. That's our cue.
Let's get to it.
Bet I can steal more shit than you can.
Oh no! You've been silver spooning it with the upper class. I think you've gotten rusty.
No.
I don't think you're as sharp.
Bold claims, bold claims. So the lights go off. Doors open, and suddenly all the attention is on one figure who you recognize as Red himself in the darkness. He is not looking your way at all. His attention is on where most of the people have gathered, which is right in front of Dr. Bronson where she's speaking with the canopic jar. Obviously his big ticket item, right? And he's, going on about it being a stick up and everybody needs to get down, and some kid really tries to go for one of his guys. And then very quickly thereafter, everybody else a shot is fired, a flashlight gets thrown. Are you stealing things while this big show of shit is happening like you're supposed to?
Yeah, I think so. I think Jimmy clocks this this figure that was either brave enough or stupid enough to go after one of Jim's boys, Red Jim's boys. Red Jim's figure, like a squad, but is trying to snatch and grab, because I don't think Jim knows, what the distraction entailed. I don't think he knows exactly what's part of the what's part of the play, what's not.
Nope.
So I think he's just grabbing, taking advantage of the chaos.
Yes, for sure. Okay, so what we're gonna do then? What we're gonna do is I want you to make another roll for me. I need to see how much shit you get before things go a little. It's not gonna be sleight of hand because you're going more for speed than stealth. So probably dexterity?
Dexterity.
What do
Come
you-
on,
yeah.
baby. I need a new pair of shoes.
You need a new pair of shoes and a new set of dice.
It's just not Jimmy's day.
What did you
It's
roll?
because I said too many curse words. I woke up and I said too many curse words, and I needed to pay to the curse jar. I rolled an 85, and I needed to roll a 60. So, in golf and Cthulhu, that ain't gonna cut it.
No. I ain't gonna cut it, mister. But this is a gauge for me more so than success fail, right? So you do manage to grab a couple of things. I will say the amulet you had been eyeing, that's probably the first that you're gonna go to. So you snatch that. Feel free to write down Amulet of Hatshepsut. Hatshepsut. And I called you all the words.
Yeah.
And then we will also say that you grab this strange figure that appears to be the Mother Mary Magdalene, but her nunnery garb, it kind of turns into tentacles at the bottom.
Cool.
That's
That seems totally normal and not creepy at all. I will 100% grab that.
and then just maybe some of the beaded necklaces, because it's really easy to reach in and grab those. But you were startled, okay? You were startled. You're a little
Yeah.
flustered. Things are
Listen,
happening.
nobody said anything about guns and bullets flying. So I think that definitely rattled me.
For sure. Right. And then you can see, number one, this group of young adults really trying to stick it to Red Jim. And then it looks like Celia goes to grab the jar, the canopic jar, and it knocks over, slips out of her grasp. Something about the dark, something about the flashlight, something. And what comes out of it? You're just not sure. It's a whir of this kind of like sandy looking cloud, right? Because it's dark in here and you can't see a whole lot. But what you can see is what looks kind of like a mini tornado escaping a canopic jar. It's very weird. Not only that, but I need you to roll something about seeing things. Let's see. You notice stuff. Spot hidden, maybe? Even though it's not really hidden. But roll spot hidden.
Nice. I rolled a 69.
Nice.
And I needed to roll something lower than a 25.
That's insane. Connor, your luck.
Listen, I have really just stepped in it. You know,
You are...
like there are dusty tornadoes. People are shooting. There are these this motley trio that are taking swings at the muscle, and I don't know what's going on.
Mostly, so it kind of looks like, for the most part, there's two individuals who have kind of attacked the legs of a couple of the guys and brought them down. And then one person who like is just an intimidating person. Kane, what's your character look like? I just need Connor to know.
Okay. As Took already definitely had the sheet up where he could explain that.
Yeah.
Like what? So Kane is very tall. I put a lot of my points in there. He's a good 6'2", 6'3". Brown skin. He has a very rough haircut. Like he hasn't gotten a lot of done. It's just like he hit it with a razor, or not razor, with the what's it called? What are those things?
Clippers?
Hit it with the clippers and just kind of left it. It's a little military, but not really. One main thing about him, he has a very large bullet wound in his right cheek. He's wearing like a large, like a leather jacket with a lot of brown and black coloration. He has a very unkept goatee and also a few more scars kind of on his left side of his cheek, and he's holding a big ass gun.
Oh no.
Okay. This individual appears to be the one that is most okay with like standing up and just punching people.
Yeah.
You do clock that. But you also clock that the first person to attack was his brother. His little brother. Because you heard the way that they were talking. You heard the way that Kane was like, Brian? Why'd you do that? But chaos has erupted. Things are happening. You don't see when a hand, semi-skeletal, points at Dr. Bronson, who is giving the speech. And Dr. Bronson rapidly, her skin sucks in and her bones start to get ashen and crackly, and then she collapses into a literal withered skeleton. That's what you don't see.
I don't see that!
You don't see that. So guess who doesn't have to make a sanity roll?
Oh, right.
You don't see that. It's in
Ignorance
the
is
dark.
bliss.
Shit's happening, okay? But Celia, her face goes very, very, like, pale. You can kind of see it because she's standing near where the beam of light from the flashlight is. And she hauls ass out towards and out a side door. Meanwhile, the crew is also exiting rapidly, and a rush of people have swept some of the figures who were in the altercation into the stairwell, the main one. What do you do? Where do you go?
I need to GTF. Oh, let's go. Get out of the room. I am going to run after Celia, I think, is probably what Jim would do. That's my... I think he still has in the back of his brain, like, wow, this shit went sideways. This escalated quickly, but I know that was my job. I was supposed to be a good boy and give the things to the lady. So that is where I am. That is where I am running.
Yeah, love it. Okay, so Celia has kind of ducked behind a curtain where there is a secondary, kind of like a fire escape exit. So rather than going down the main flight, she had already camped that out and is booking it out the window, down the fire escape ladders and stairs. So you're following her. Yeah?
Yeah.
Perfect. Cool. We've caught up. Welcome. We are now current. And the last thing that our other three individuals saw was the desiccation of the corpse. We will start with Bridget and Kane. You guys are in the stairwell, kind of being jostled around and pushed more down the stairs. What are you trying to do? Are you trying to, like, keep going? Back?
Does Kane see Bridget?
Yes. I will say her hair stands out.
Okay, so I think he's gonna do the big guy thing where he just pushes through and just grabs her shoulder and go, "We need to go back now. Now! Come on!"
You'll not get any arguments from me. I wanted to see what else was going on over there. That was really interesting.
And then he'll start to, respectfully, but he is a lot stronger than her, so he just kind of pulling her along and pushing people out of the fucking way. He is at this point pissed.
Make a strength check, and I will give you a D10 of, like, advantage dice. Quote. I'm not sure what it's called in this system. So roll the check and a D10.
I rolled it weird, and then it rolled again, and I don't know why it rolled twice.
Ghost in the system.
Do you just want me to roll again, and that the third one is the official one?
Sure.
Okay.
Sure, that's fine. Triple
Sorry,
advantage.
I don't
It's
know.
fine.
Hey, okay. Success. And then the bonus thing, right?
Also, whoever mentioned Abria Iyengar inspiration, I fucking love Abria Iyengar. Yes.
Hey.
Okay. I love her so much. She's mother.
And she...
I got a success.
Nice. Did you roll your D10 and subtract that?
Oh, no, I didn't know. I just rolled the bonus thing. But
Oh, yeah. Well,
I'm assuming that's what that is.
That is
yeah,
the
that should
D10.
be it. Yeah.
So
Okay, so minus 2,
from
so
your roll.
41.
Okay, cool. Okay, what was... Never mind, we're good. I will say that you leading the charge because of your height, because of your height, because of your muscles, because of your stature, you're very focused. You're able to kind of push through, and Bridget, you're kind of able to just like behind him, just like, okay, like we're just
Absolutely.
bebopping through the crowd. Fine. Never
Hope
mind.
your brother is okay. Feel the charge.
Mm-hmm.
And he wants to get back into that room. As soon as he do, he's looking for his brother.
Okay. Brian and Edith, you guys are kind of crawling out from under the chairs now that the room is vacated. It's eerily quiet and very dark except for that one single beam of flashlight. But make a spot hidden check for me real quick, Edith.
Ooh, that's failure.
Add roll a bonus die. Will it help you at all?
It brings it down a lot because I rolled a 10, but it's still nowhere near.
Okay. What'd you roll?
83 minus 10 for 73, and I need a 40.
Okay. Pretty terrible. Well, what I'll say...
33 luck.
I use 33 luck to see whatever the fuck it is that the keeper wants me to see right now. Okay, no, it's fine. What I will say is, you don't see where it comes from, and you don't see who does it, but you see a flash of, like, daylight from outside. And a little bit of shadow movement. So, somebody was still up there and left somehow. You don't know where. You don't know who. You just saw the light because it's very obvious in this dark room. Heavy curtains and all kinds of things. Brian looks over at you. What the fuck was that?
Stick up. Are you okay?
Checks. I think I'm alright. Oh, but I think I will not be as soon as my brother gets up here. Protect me.
Yeah. Older brothers.
And you guys will notice when the door opens, because it's a very loud, creaky ass hotel door, okay? No door in a hotel ever, especially in the
No.
freaking 20s, is gonna not make a noise. So it goes creak, and then
Anti-WD-40.
yeah, right. And they had rust, okay,
Oh, yeah.
and elbow grease. That's what they had. That's
Yeah.
what they tell us all the time. Just put some
That's
elbow
right.
grease into it.
We had elbow grease and bootstraps,
Yeah,
and we pulled ourselves up by everything, apparently.
by everything that we're standing on, which makes it really hard in case you were wondering. Okay. So you guys walk in. It's really dark.
When Kane throws the door open, he goes, "Brian, Marianne Walters, where the fuck are you? Hey!" And he's like waltzing in.
He drags Edith in front of him.
It's like, oh, good luck.
Brian's
And-
not here right now.
And I'll say that like he did get stumped on,
Mhm.
so he has like a busted lip
For sure.
and like a little bruise on his cheek.
Mm-hmm.
So he is like pissed,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
and he'll
Bridget.
walk up and he'll stand in front of Edith and go, "Hi, Edith. Is my little brother behind you?"
Okay. Yes, he is.
No,
And
not
he will politely move
here.
Edith out of the way, and then he's going to hug his little brother
Oh,
and then
Jesus.
slap him on the top of his head.
you take him by complete freaking surprise. He was so disarmed by the hug, okay? Like, he froze for a second, and then it's like, oh, okay, maybe I'm safe. He gets the smack, and he goes,
What is wrong with you? What is absolutely wrong with you? You tackle people's legs? That's so dumb
You get
and
shot in
brave.
the face.
It's dumb.
That's also dumb and brave.
I got shot in the face to protect you. First off,
I was about to say I got shot in the face. That's not. I didn't get shot in the face. I leapt at a person to protect Dr. Bronson, which it didn't really work
Okay,
out.
just-
Thanks
what
for
are we
backing me
doing?
up, bro.
What are we doing? As he
I
just
love
kind of
you.
turns to everybody.
I
He's like
love
completely
you.
ignoring Brian at this point. He's kind of like mushed his face. He's like
No.
kind of pushing his face, like, "Shut up!" Like, shush.
That's a
What-
silent treatment, Kane.
What are we doing, everyone? Because that was what happened.
Bridget is going to try and flick on the lights, and if it's a power outage, she's going to go over to the, grab her flashlight and try and pull open one of the curtains
Yeah,
so we
okay,
can get some light in the room.
for sure. So you go to flick the switch, absolutely nothing. Does seem to be a power outage of some kind, and there were not amendments that made it so that people needed to have bright exit signs in darkened spaces at this time period. So, but you manage to go over to where some of the windows have been kind of draped over, and you kind of have to go through. It seems like the room has been divided by curtains, so that there's a staging area kind of behind the scenes. Open those, and there's the dollies and the crates and the dusty tools and shit like that. And then you're able to open up the curtains and let in a bit of a light. It is getting dimmer as our afternoon sun really sets in, and the space is deserted and a mess.
Still have the dust and bones.
Mm-hmm. It's like not quite. So it's kind of like parts of her have completely desiccated into the dust around bones, but some parts of her, like her face, it's like her skin is like just tightly sucked in. All the moisture has been drained out of it. She looks kind of like a mummy.
I really would love to study this more, but I don't have the tools. She's just gonna be like totally involved looking at all this dust, kind of like taking her pen and like poking at things on the ground slightly, not wanting to touch any of it really of herself. Ignoring everybody else for the moment because this is fascinating and absolutely a curiosity. And the pieces of the urn are still there too, right?
Yeah.
That has also, yeah.
It's it looks like the urn didn't completely shatter, but the lid cracked off of it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. It opened the contents.
It opened the contents abruptly and roughly. And the contents are nowhere to be seen, in case anybody was wondering.
I was about to ask, yeah.
Nowhere to be seen.
Out of character, so the little bro just running around, walking around, being a zombie and mummying something. Okay, good to know. Cool.
Yeah.
Ooh.
King. Some of the
What?
artifacts are gone.
And okay, you want us to do what about it?
I don't know. But we have to tell the cops.
And he's like kind of holding his gun, kind of like to his forehead, like.
Why, Mike?
Okay.
Is Kane also going, for once, I'd like to get up in the morning and read the paper, drink my coffee.
He's like, for once, I would like to get up. No screaming kids.
Yeah.
No, just I want to smoke a cigarette and look out the window. That's it.
I just wanna. That does seem to be what they are always doing in like movies
yeah.
and stuff. They're just
Yeah.
they'll be just chilling, staring out a window, like,
Like what the fuck? Anyway.
what are you looking at?
But
Bruh.
he will go, okay, I guess we're trying to retrieve these items.
Yeah. And also, what the fuck happened to Dr. Bronson?
No idea. None of my concern.
Yeah, that is what Mama would say.
Bridget will start mumbling a little loud. Brian, do you remember any of those stories about like the curse of the mummy's tomb and things?
Yeah.
I think she was mummified.
Really? How the fuck would that happen?
I mean,
I-
the sun can do it. Maybe there was
I
some
think
sort
I
of
saw
advanced
it.
thing.
I think I saw it.
What happened? He looks over to you like wide-eyed.
I saw the urn break, and then smoke that turned into a hand, and then it pointed at her, and then she. That.
You know, it was really stressful. You know, I'm not saying that. Yeah, I'm just. It was dark.
Mm.
Yeah, Kane is just kind of looking at her
Maybe.
like she definitely has fucking lost it. And he's not like hiding that face like at all. It's a super judgy face.
Brian is at
Fine.
least trying to hide. And he's being like polite about it. He's not like he's just kind of like,
So you have another explanation for that?
What I do know is that people stole stuff. So I'm gonna go look for that. And then he's gonna, where the fuck did whoever took whatever go which way? And now he's gonna turn and look that way and trying to figure it out if he can.
Okay.
I kind of grab his shirt a little bit and I point to the window and I say, I saw the window, the curtains move. I think they
Mhm,
went that way.
Thank you.
mhm.
Now we're speaking like a regular person.
Yes. Whoa!
And he's gonna start walking that way.
All right.
Edith, very out in the open and slowly so everybody can see it, grab the gun she has from the security guard and put it in her purse.
I love it. Got that rich girl like audacity, you know? This is
In my
mine
head,
now.
how dare he?
Mhm.
And
I'm gonna go bedazzle
My
this
father.
later.
Yes.
Love it.
If there's any consolation, Edith, it could be something kind of like a magnifying glass to ants. There's gotta be a scientific reason for it. I just don't have it right now.
Me, you know, make a which check do I want that to be? Hang on. Hang on.
Trade intelligence check. How about that?
Okay. If that I'm the kind of GM that's like make me an argument and 9 times out of 10
Make me an
Raz,
offer.
I
okay.
love you.
make me an offer.
I love you. Make a slap. I don't know, some type of check.
Some type of check.
Roll me some dice.
Roll the dice. We'll let the dice figure it out. The dice
actually
know
want-
all.
Intelligence check for that or
Yeah.
a skill.
Intelligence is fine unless you have a skill that applies, and then I will totally let you roll a skill. Anything to do
I mean-
with, history and because you study these things. So
There's a hard success with intelligence. Everything
Oh.
else is
poopy.
yeah.
Okay, cool, love it. There you go. There's our success today, Connor. You just had to fail. You had to fail so many times so that Salty could get this one.
You missed all my fails last time.
Yeah.
We're trading. Luck.
Okay, perfect.
So maybe next time you get to have good rolls.
I'll have a success eventually.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It's like my first time playing Thirsty Sword was. I don't think I rolled a single success in that first session either.
You didn't either, and oh my god, she was charisma'd up, okay, and she'd say some like Connor would say some like really wonderful things that I'd be like, I have no idea how to actually respond to you. And then he would roll like shit, and I'd have to be like, well, good, I don't have to worry about it.
Roll before you speak, friends. Roll before you speak.
Rule number one. Okay, so, Salty, you, Bridget, I guess, not Salty. Salty as Bridget. You know that there's some people who are very interested in like the preservation of diseases and stuff like that. So, I mean, they're researching, frozen mosquitoes and frozen animals in icebergs and stuff, and have found that like there's strains of like the flu. It seems like they were sick, so some of that illness was preserved in some kind of way. They don't know deeply anything about it yet, but they're curious about it, because it seems like people do get sick sometimes whenever they go and dig up a tomb. So maybe it's some kind of an extension of that, like maybe the canopic jar opened and just something really rapidly like struck her.
I mean, scarabs are known to eat things down to the bone.
Exactly.
I couldn't see it clearly. It was dark.
Mm-hmm.
Could have been something.
Could have been what it was, like a whole mass of scarabs that just came out and rapidly ate her and then left.
Bridget will take one of her sheets of paper from her notebook
Mm-hmm.
and origami it into like an envelope and just sift a little bit of the dust and seal that and then put it into her bag for later. Not directly from the jar, from Dr. Benson.
Okay, love it. You've got a little bit of Dr. Bronson there in your purse, love it. Yeah. Heck yeah. Human remains.
I don't know how ethical that is.
Let's see. We can get that too.
Archaeology is not very ethical.
The right people.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Either way, I don't think we want to stay here. At least not much longer.
Yeah. Took, you glance out the window and you see that there's like a couple windows over, there's like a fire escape that somebody could have gone down. And Connor, I would like for you to make another dexterity roll because I want to know how fast you're moving.
Oh. How speedy am I?
How speedy?
Hey.
I had a success. I rolled a 25. So it's a hard success.
Mm-hmm. Very nice. Check you out. Look at you go. Alright, so by the time you get to the window pane, there's two specks that are like all the way down at the bottom. And thicker. But this is the 17th floor, so you're looking at the window and it's like drop.
I think man, I just don't think he's scared or shit like that.
That's fair.
So he's just gonna open the window and go, "Hey!" And then you would hear a loud.
Oh no! Okay, I love it. So yeah, sure. You're gonna shoot? Is that what's gonna happen?
No, it was more so of an intimidation.
Okay, I was about to be like,
do either of them freeze or do they speed up?
He
wants to see how bold these two specs are.
You guys are really far apart right now. Like, there's you guys are almost down to the bottom, and he is still way up where you started.
How far away is Miss Shepherd?
She is right in front of you, but she is not paying any attention to what that guy said. She is running.
Celia, stop!
What? We need to get out of here.
No, I know, but they might. I don't know. He's like a soldier or something. I saw him in there, and he's got like he could be a sniper. I just don't want you to get hit. You gotta don't move.
Well, let's go in this window right here. She crashes open a window and literally Tuck rolls in.
What a woman. Okay, I'm coming, and I'm
She's
gonna
a bad
try
bitch.
and yeah, I'm gonna try to follow her into the into whatever window she just smashed into.
Love it. So I'm gonna say you guys are on. Interesting. I forgot that your cousin's room is on floor 3, but you guys are roughly around floor 3.
Oh, perfect.
So I was just gonna offhandedly say that, and then here we are. So
Kane will like kind of turn and just look at Edith and go, "Yeah, I found them."
Where'd they go?
He just points down, and then I'm assuming that's when you hear a
yeah,
like a window kind of chatter.
yeah.
And then he goes, "See,
See.
I think I scared them.
Good. They should be scared.
Do you need a hand? You want to go after them, or?"
You do notice, Edith, your Calamaria is gone.
I crawl out the window.
He's just like, I think this is his moment of what a woman, but he's not gonna say that shit out loud.
What a woman.
He's just like,
Up was mine.
Excuse me.
then he turns to Bridget and Brian. "Are you two coming? We found the people who might have stole stuff, maybe."
Should we, Bridget? Should we wait for the cops? Or maybe talk to the hotel people about what we saw?
You hear
Or go.
from outside the window. You hear from outside the window. Tell my father.
Tell my daddy about this!
Tell my dad.
To be honest, I don't think anyone's gonna listen to us. I think we should just go with them.
That's fair, okay. Sure. She said to tell her dad. Okay, cool, we're going. I got it. Out the window. It's really high.
"Don't be a punk," as he's like, let's go kind of stupid. "You got this, bro. Come on."
I almost want to be like, make an intimidation check.
I can if you want me to.
I think Brian will listen to you either way. I think
Okay.
he's got that, like, when your voice does a certain thing, right? Like older siblings or parents, when their voice does a certain thing, you just clock in and and listen.
Kind of do it, yeah.
You know they're serious this
Yeah,
time.
they're serious about it. It's like when they're about to get to 1 and then they go. And you're like, oh
Huh?
shit, okay, cool. So yeah, he's gonna shakily also climb out the window. He's going very slowly.
I
This
keep
show.
forgetting that Brian is like the opposite of Kane. He's very short and skinny. And just the image of this skinny boy getting trying to hop out the window is so funny to me now.
He's like, how old are you, Kane?
Kane's 19.
19. So yeah, he's like 18, maybe 17.
Yeah, a 2 years,
Yeah.
a year or 2 years old, younger. Yeah.
Hmm. And he's like much more slightly built than you are. He's much more like into the suit and tie, like trying to look a little dapper, you know, really coiffing his hair. He spends a lot of time on his hair. So him climbing out of this window, on one hand you're like, wow, you know, he does listen to me. That's kind of nice sometimes. On the other hand, you're like, I really hope he doesn't die.
Yeah.
But you guys start making your way down. Making your way. about the same time
Wait,
that hotel staff have started going into the room, and they look and they see a few figures kind of climbing out the window. Hey, what are you doing?
Shut up.
Hey, some of our artifacts are missing.
No shit.
Go get them. It was them. Obviously, it was them who stole it. Oh, okay. So we have a chase down the stairs happening right now.
Uh-oh.
Connor, you
Listen, when you said I was playing Call of Cthulhu, I thought I would be maybe running from Eldritch Horrors. I thought maybe I would be running from an Ancient Money. You didn't tell me I'd be running from the Terminator!
Yeah, well,
I'm coming for you. No.
look. Cook made choices with his character, okay? Everybody made great choices. I love this dynamic. It's very perfect. It's kind of like a twisted Scooby-Doo vibe. I'm here for it. It leans into the goosebumps.
He
100%.
might be real nice to you when you finally meet.
Maybe he's just a big, gentle,
Yeah.
scarred, war-traumatized teddy bear.
With a
With
gun.
the way I'm rolling, we're gonna.
Yeah, with a gun.
I'm gonna end up dead before this episode is over.
100%. You can do it. I believe in you.
I'm
Okay.
gonna catch a stray.
You guys are running down. Connor, you guys have ducked in to the window. You can hear the shaking and creaking of the ladder behind you. You can also hear some shouting.
Look, my cousin. He has his service room. They give him a room. He's a bellhop. We can hide in there. It's on this floor.
Perfect, because I'm in no shape to go anywhere right now. I don't know what the fuck it is I just saw.
So I am gathering none of this was supposed to happen, right?
Well, some of it. Then I dropped the urn.
What?
And then...
Well, yeah.
I don't know what that was.
What do you mean? What did you see?
I don't know, Jimmy. I don't know.
Okay. Jimmy clocks this, I think, up to shock, and he's just gonna try and take her and lead her to the room.
Mhm.
He kind of has this. He all of a sudden he's leading her, and he goes, whoever this group is chasing us, I don't know what outfit they're with, I don't know what crew they're with, but they are obviously outfitted out. They are obviously modded to the T, and I don't know, we are never gonna get out from underneath Red Jim, so maybe we throw ourselves at their mercy. Maybe they're looking for two. We can give them information. This was obviously moving in on Red Jim's turf. This is a new outfit, and maybe we can get with them. Right? Aren't you tired of this?
Blinks. And just kind of continues. It was like a hand, but dust. And then she died. I didn't touch her. She died.
Celia, who died?
The lady, the doctor lady, she died.
You mean somebody got hit up there?
It was like a hand. Out of the jaw.
Oh, you're a little weirded out. Okay. I'm just gonna try and keep taking her down to the room.
You're like trying to talk like intelligent sense to her, and she's just like, she's in like flight mode, but
Yeah.
clearly she is in some kind of shock. You know, she's talking a little crazy, and you've never
Celia,
heard her
I'm gonna
talk
be-
this way before.
I'm gonna be so real with you right now. This is kind of like the worst day to ever happen to me, but also the best day because I get to hang out with you. I wish it was under different circumstances, but we are going to die. So I need you to focus with me, okay? Because there is a very large man with a very large gun who is coming behind us, and I don't know. I'm thinking that maybe there's a potential ally, a potential deal to be made here. but you know, like I don't know if he's gonna like come into this window shooting first, asking questions later.
Make an intimidation check.
Cecilia. Wait, where is my? There it is.
Where
Boom.
is it?
Intimidation. Ah. Oh, extreme success! I rolled a 3.
You rolled a 3. She kind of blinks at you. Right. Let's get to safety. Where's this room? You were talking about a room. Let's get there.
And he's gonna making our way to Mickey's room.
Mickey's room. Oh, Mickey, you're so fun. Never mind.
Hey, Mickey. Hey.
You. Ooh, I almost dumped my drink out. You get to the room and open it, and for like a split second, you're like, "Shit, that's right, Mickey's in here." But then he's not in there. He already got up to go to his job, so he's not in there. There's nobody in here. It's just you and a pretty girl in a messy bed and kind of a messy room. It's definitely a boy room.
Yeah.
And somebody
This
is
is,
definitely trying to kill you.
Yeah, unfortunately, this is not the way I saw this going. But well, I never thought I'd be here. Anyway, what did you grab? What have you got on you?
Oh, right. Of course. She opens up kind of like a messenger bag. And you see inside there's a mask that looks like there's some gold. It's kind of a pharaoh mask sort of situation. And there's like gold and turquoise and some hieroglyphs on it. There's also Flip's book.
Flip's book.
Flip's book.
Check this.
There's also some of those little figurines that are made of different materials. There's also the scarab amulet.
She got more stuff than me, huh?
She did. She got a little.
Mm-hmm.
There's also a little bird that's been carved out of white sycamore. It's really cute.
Right.
But that's all she grabbed.
All right, listen. They don't know where we are or how we got here. I'm gonna leave you with the stuff. You are going to stay here and be quiet. Stay quiet, right? And I will go parlay with the very large man with the very large gun.
Sure.
Just stay here, all right?
Okay, Jimmy.
Hey.
I'm trusting you. I don't trust men often. It never leads anywhere good. You better not let me down.
Would I ever let you down?
Jimmy.
Don't answer that. Don't answer that. I'll be back. And so he's gonna kind of like sneak his head out, seeing if anybody's in the hallway.
I'm gonna have our party. Make a dexterity check.
Okay.
And I will kind of treat this as a group endeavor. So,
Damn.
Success.
so maybe it'll even out and nobody will fall off of a ladder 17 stories and abruptly end their campaign and become one of their siblings. Okay.
Extreme success.
Okay.
I got a hard success.
Yeah. And then
I failed.
you failed. Okay, so see,
But
two
it's
successes.
It's a regular failure.
It's just a regular fair. It's not a really bad one.
Yeah.
It's just a regular one.
And you also have an extreme success and a hard success. So I'm gonna say they kind of balance each other out. Kane is a bit big and lumbery to be trying to duck down these little kind of cramped together.
Yeah, he didn't think this fit through. Yeah.
No, you
He's a little
like
too big for the stairs.
he immediately goes to go down some of them and like hits his head, and then it's kind of like Edith and Brian are like, Edith and Brian are like, watch your head. Meanwhile, Bridget actually like tugs you down so that you're a little more crunched and you can come down. But you guys do manage to get down the stairs pretty quickly. And you get down to the broken window. And you look down right about the time that you see a small head kind of peek out of a doorway.
Anne is waiting for Edith to do something. Yeah, sorry, go.
Yeah,
Things are happening.
I am the first one down there. I jump through the window. I pull out the gun and I point it at him and go, "Give it back."
Okay. Look, I think he's gonna slowly step out into the hallway and just like shut the door behind him with his hands raised. Look, obviously, your crew, whoever you're working for, really got an impressive outfit going on. Clearly well funded. Who am I to get into the way of you taking over? And listen, I think the territory needs to be under new management. So, look, I'm just looking to not get shot today.
At that point, Kane, very scary privilege, like come up from behind her and just encompasses over her, and then pulls out his gun.
And Brian is behind Kane, but kind of peeks his head up. You can't steal shit, man. That's not cool.
What? Look. What do you mean?
Were you the one who stole stuff?
I.
Wow.
Didn't.
Wow.
Not steal anything.
Okay.
But look, I am perfectly happy to turn that over to your organization. If you're looking to well, sorry, the whoever the new Dawn is, whoever the new the new head family is, who are you with? The
I think
So you do know my father.
Oh my god!
And Kane like looks
And you
at
stole from
Edith like.
Look, this is all way above my pay grade, all right? Look, I just want to be a normal American and drink coffee and read the paper.
Fair. Hold that thought. What? And just kind of like look at Edith.
Shrug.
Okay.
I didn't ask.
And then looks
They
back
just
at
said-
Bridget just in case.
I don't care about old nerdy shit. They just said I had to steal it or they were gonna kill me. And
Hey,
they were
man.
gonna hurt my...
It's cool. It's cool shit. Okay, it's cool. It's cool.
It's nerdy shit. And then Kane's gonna put his gun away
Dang it.
and then go.
No, it's cool.
I think we might have misunderstood this situation. Edith still has the gun out, right?
Still pointed.
I think Kane might be a little scared. So he's just gonna kind of step around her, like to her right, and then get closer to the Connor guy, but he's not getting in the line of sight of her shot at all.
Yeah, I think as Kane walks closer, at 5'9", Jimmy just slowly starts to get, hey, we love a short king. He just slowly starts to gaze up and just goes,
Hello.
You're really quite impressive, if I may say.
Thank you for the compliment. And then he's going to. You ever seen those, like when a toddler has stole something and you kind of grab them and and flip them a bit for their pockets? He's gonna. That's what Kane does.
Man on a date first.
I understand what you're trying to do.
What'd you say, Bridget?
He may not be the smartest, but I don't think he's going to keep the contraband on him.
That's
Especially if he got down here into a room first.
not what I'm looking for. Kane is looking for a gun or any type of weapon or anything on the guy.
Jimmy, do you have your gun on you, or did you leave it in the room?
No, well, he was kind of dumb. He didn't even take it into the room. He left it.
Buddy. He
left it
in the he left it in the dashboard of his 1923 jalopy.
Oh god.
So the only thing that drops
Love
out
it.
is this tiny little pocket knife. That's I think just got a like a little pin up. And it just on the side, I think it's one of those branded pin up
Pocket knives?
old school pocket knives. That is. Oh, and then I think the one thing he didn't give Celia is the master key. I
The
think
master
that
key?
also that master key drops out of his pocket.
Yeah, the master key and your key to Mickey's room. Those are the two keys you have on you.
The two keys and then the
pocket knife. Does the pocket
Kane
knife have a
will-
corkscrew on the end too, so you can like open your bottles of booze?
That may be anachronistic, but I'm gonna say yes because that's funny as shit.
I like it.
Kane is gonna put him down respectfully, and then picks his stuff up, opens up his hand, put it in his hand, and then we'll go. Bridget is right, and she's the only reason why I didn't wrench off a finger. Just remember that. 1,
Yeah.
2.
Remember that.
2, Edith, all yours. And just kind of like scoot his butt like to her a bit.
I'm imagining a very anime kind of situation. Like, I don't know if you guys watch the same animes I do, but you know, big guy in hallway, kind of like just casually ooching.
Yeah, like it encompasses the whole hallway.
Yeah.
It just kind of like barely fits. Yeah.
Like, hang on.
Like a foot shorter.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
If I may say, ma'am, miss, I wildly respect the Dawn that will go out on missions with their crew.
So you're going to give it back?
Of course. Anything you need. Will you just excuse me one moment? I'm just gonna step inside there and speak to my colleague.
About this time, you hear a real kind of noise from inside the room, but it rapidly turns into a wheeze. And you open the door, and Celia's looking a little Bronson-y right now.
She's looking what?
A little like the lovely doctor who was giving the keynote speech, who is no longer hydrated.
Like is she fully mummified?
Yeah, hydrate or dihydrate, bitch. And it looks like she is like kind of on top of protecting the goods.
Is there anything else in the room?
You see, ooh, make a spot hidden check.
Why did I ask? Oh, that's a failure.
No.
Bridget would definitely be hearing the sounds,
Mhm.
heading towards that door because more fascinating stuff.
Fascinating, cool stuff is happening. Brian is just like, so we're just cool with this guy now because he stole shit, and that's not cool.
No, we're not cool.
Also, Edith.
I think-
But I will.
What was that about your dad? Huh?
Don't worry about it.
Okay.
I will lower the gun a little bit and go see what is going on.
I'm a little
Yeah,
worried.
Kane is redrawn the gun, the pistol.
I think Jimmy is in a completely disassociated state. I think he has collapsed to his knees and like he is that state between horrified like and like can't process what
You know?
he's seeing.
Speaking of, let's have Jimmy make a little sanity check because he has not yet experienced this. So I'm gonna say he has not built a little trauma tissue to it. So make you a sanity roll.
Whoa, that is barely a success.
Oh, you succeeded.
But when I say by the skin of his teeth.
Dang it. I don't get to control your character. So sad. So you succeeded.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm gonna have. Let me grab.
Oh, you didn't realize that's what that meant.
No, I didn't.
He was like, oh.
I'm gonna do. We're gonna do a D4. That's 3 points of sanity. You're lucky it's only 3.
Oh.
And then I think that's all right now. The player must roll. Okay, then roll an intelligence check.
You got it.
I'm figuring this out. I'm learning.
Oh,
You're doing great.
you and I are both learning.
We're learning
and you
together.
said intelligence check?
Mm-hmm.
Intelligence. That's not great. Oh, but it was a success.
Oh, it was a success.
Oh, you
Great.
want to
Great. So, you fully see what's happened here, okay? I think I have to give you more. Do I have to give him more sanity points for that? Or just a madness?
I don't think the madness happens until it hits a threshold.
Okay.
But
This says, yeah, it goes temporarily insane. But what we will do... Yeah, if they fail the roll, their mind is closed to the horror and they remain sane for now. But if they succeed, you understand and comprehend and go a little insane. But I will say that your little insanity...
yeah.
We'll say your little insanity is the shutting down the shock. And you may or may not have a fear of leaving people alone now, because she asked you to trust her, and then you left
Nobody
her
could be alone.
in this room, and then you came back, and obviously she couldn't trust you. You were supposed to be there. The rest of you walk in and see, kind of similar situation to upstairs, except now there's another person losing their shit about it.
Yeah, I look it over and just, again, how did this happen?
People need to start drinking water. That is what I have gotten from this. Dude, are you all right? And he's just kind of like grabbing Jimmy's shoulder gently, or as gently as a giant hand will grab you.
No, we can't. Definitely no. Don't be alone. Don't be alone, because I guess if you are alone, or if I leave you alone, you turn into a raisin. You just you fully like you lose moisture. I guess there's an illness going around where you dehydrate, and
Okay, hey. Okay. She wasn't like that before, I'm assuming.
No, she was beautiful. She was going to be a Broadway star.
Upon that, King just turns out of the room, looks at Bridget, and go, "Not my fucking realm. Go." And just kind of point.
Not my fucking realm. Love it.
There's another one. I need to look at this. She's pulling out a magnifying glass, starting to write notes. It's like, you know, if there's
Jane,
something that
guard the door.
contagious. She grabs the little envelope and then just like leaves it there. You know,
But
I don't have the proper vials for this to transport correctly. I'd be more afraid of that breaking open and maybe spreading more infection. It's got to be some kind of infection.
Well, just be careful with the dust, you know, because she's gonna need all of that back to be able to you know, dance on the stage. Her legs are looking a little you know, so you know, she's gonna need that back. I think because you know, dancing is hard work, and
I
Finally
finally put the gun away, and I just kind of like awkwardly pat him on the back. I don't think she's coming back.
but she
Edith?
she has to because she trusted me, you know, I said she was gonna be all right. She said she was gonna trust me. I was gonna step out, and then I came back in, and she's fucking racing. She
gonna
can't be a raisin. She's gonna be a Broadway star.
I'm gonna turn you away from the site as you're talking to me.
Brian, I think you might need to take him out into the hallway.
yeah, I couldn't do that. I don't want to be in there. Look, it's all this stuff that they stole. Yeah, come on, Jimmy. We're friends now, I guess.
Yeah. Wait till you see this Mary Magdalene, but she has tentacles. It's kind of crazy.
Oh yeah, I
Yes,
saw that.
one
That was really
my
cool.
favorite.
Tentacled Mary Magdalene is kind of wild. We didn't cover that in Sunday school.
Oh, you wouldn't. You wouldn't.
Either.
You wouldn't. Brian says it's actually. I read the little placard thingy, and it's from like the one of the Mediterranean towns, I guess, like from ancient Egypt times. So it's kind of like a relic from way back then. And sometimes in the pantheons and stuff, they had like specific kind of iterations of different deities and stuff. So if it was like around the time when Rome was being colonized by the people who really like Jesus, then it would kind of make sense that Mary Magdalene would be part of it. And you know, maybe it was like a coastal town, you know, so they kind of treated her like an ocean goddess.
Yeah. Take the tentacle goddess and just attach it to Mary Magdalene, and all of a sudden Mary's got tentacles. That sounds like fun. You know?
Yeah.
Mediterranean, you know, Celia. She wanted to get, she was always really excited to go out to the Mediterranean. Red Jim promised he was going to take her. He never did, of course. I used to hear her talk about it. You know,
sounds like an asshole, man. Why do you run with him?
Because he has really big guns.
Is this like literally like big guns? That's
like
scary.
the you know, like they yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm hiding from him. Is he gonna come looking for this stuff?
I don't know. I was supposed to give it to Celia. That was my job, and I did my job, and then she turned into a raisin. So I you know, I'm kind of like off the map here a little bit. This is not how I thought my day was gonna go. You know, personally, when I woke up, I thought, you know, maybe today was the day that I got to drink some coffee and read the newspaper like a normal American. And but nope, today was not that day.
Today. If it helps, I just thought I was gonna go see a really cool exhibit with my big brother who agreed to take me there. Even though he doesn't like this kind of stuff, but you know, he loves me, so he took me here.
Your big brother is tall.
Scarface.
Oh yeah, built like a brick shit house. Got it. Yeah. No, it's great that, you know, it's really a family affair.
Yeah, I thought you were gonna die for a second.
Yeah, me too. But you know, Jordan. Listen, we love we love a woman-run organized crime syndicate. Like that's something that I haven't seen before, and I think it looks really refreshing. You know, like I can already tell there's much more of an egalitarian quality about it, much more equity. Like the fact that you two are brothers and have such a loving relationship as you're running around stealing and killing people. I think that's a really beautiful thing.
Steal things. He doesn't steal things either. You steal things.
Oh.
We're returning things. We're like,
Oh, so like your this crew's job is like they take stuff and like you are the crew that like steals it back.
mhm.
Right. Got
Yeah.
it.
And like sometimes punch
Or-
Nazis.
Oh.
Nazis weren't really well. I
Sure.
mean, they were setting in. They weren't really.
No,
like,
no. I heard there was that whole beer hall putz with that Hitler guy.
Kane is
back-
just
back
looking
in
at this
26.
conversation like, what
Kane-
the fuck is happening?
Kane, what's a dawn? I don't understand.
Don't worry about it.
Okay.
Oh.
You hear Edith mutter next to you, Kane. I really wish you'd say all that to my brother.
And then Kane kind of look down and go, "You're not a mafia daughter, right?"
Do you want me to lie?
Oh my fucking god. And he's like, he's just like, again, hand on face, like, what have I done? I went from the military to potentially accidentally joining a fucking gang with my brother. This is stupid. He's just like, okay, all right.
Today's getting really exciting. I have an extra bag here. I think you're the one that should probably hold all these things because technically some of it does belong to you, correct? Go to Edith. So carefully like grab the treasures that she sees there,
Yeah.
puts them in the bag to hand them off to Edith.
I love it.
Because
You are putting treasures in the bag, and I want a roll, but I'm not sure what. Fuck you. What this roll looks like in the system.
What are you trying to?
I am having issues in my brain too, like figuring out what I want it to be.
I will say she's pulled out her handkerchief
Mm-hmm.
and is not physically touching these like
Yeah.
with her hands. She's using the handkerchief because she has no clue what's turned these other two into mummies.
I definitely appreciate that for sure. Let's do. I think I'm gonna have you. Sorry. Yeah. Okay. Make an occult roll.
Okay.
I believe.
Let's go. Come on, Salty, do your stuff. Come on, Salty, do your stuff.
I only have a 5 in occult, so yeah,
Yeah.
that was a
I
failure.
believe in you.
I love it.
You're
I
all
love it.
interested in facts.
You
Facts.
pick up. I'm gonna have you pick up. Let's see. Which one? I think you pick up Hatshepsut's amulet first. And when you grab it, it's kind of like you kind of like lock into it just a little bit. Like it's calling to you. It's almost like asking you to put it on. As much as a inanimate object can do that. You just have this intense need to like wear it. I love it.
Yeah.
You put the
Nailed
necklace
that
on.
hard. It's like
Counteract that would be powerful.
Yeah, I love it. I love it when people fail rolls. Okay. You put on this
So-
roll.
that's what I'm asking is like if I was trying to fight it,
Mm-hmm.
is that what
That would be a power roll.
Yeah, that would be a
Okay.
power roll.
let's see
Um,
if I fight it.
Okay.
Because she's seen already 2 weird things, so
It's
there's
true.
got to be at least a little bit of self-preservation.
Make a little power roll.
But that's also a failure.
Yeah.
So we're great. I'm
Yeah.
absolutely putting it on.
Love it. Perfect. You feel like maybe you could do the same thing that happened to both of our mummies. Like maybe you could do that. But I need a sanity roll real quick.
That's another extreme success on a sanity roll.
Well, the sanity roll is okay for you to get the success on. It's
The intelligence roll you want.
It's the intelligence roll you want to fail. So we're going to give you -1 sanity.
Okay.
And then you can make your intelligence roll.
Okay. It's a regular failure, but I'm gonna take some. Oh no, we want to fail the intelligence roll.
You
Yeah.
want to fail.
Okay,
Yeah.
then it's a failure, and we're
Yeah.
good because it's a 90 over 80.
Just a really weird necklace, man. But it feels like you have powers, so that's kind of nice. That's kind of cool.
I think I'm beginning to understand why they liked wearing all this stuff. Just putting the rest of it in bags before, at some point,
Mm-hmm.
turn to Edith with it still on.
Love it.
Is there a reason you're wearing the necklace?
Oh, I don't think so.
You may not
Pull it
even
off
remember.
at that point. Yeah, I don't pull it off at that point and put it in the bag.
When you're pulling it off, it's kind of like fighting you almost. You're like your hand starts to tremble a little bit, like it doesn't want to leave you either. And putting it away in the bag just like hurts your heart a little bit. Very sad.
Felt really good. Now everything feels heavy.
Yeah. You know, I imagine Bridget probably has a little bit of anxiety being an overachieving student. When you were wearing it, you didn't feel that at all. It's just kind of like felt normal. Nice.
Very powerful.
Mm-hmm. Capable of anything. And it's at this time that there's a rattling of the door and Mickey comes in. What the hell, Jimmy? There were police. They're asking us about some things. Evidently, there was somebody died. I didn't know somebody was supposed to die, Jimmy. Now they're asking me things and I don't know what the fuck is that? A dead body? What is happening here? And on that note, we will end tonight's section. It's National Pegging Day, by the way, guys. Just so you know.
Ooh.
Happy holidays!
Leave you with a tidbit. Stick around, and I'm gonna try to raid somebody. It doesn't look like anybody made any donations this session, but please, if you have it in your heart, and $1 helpful for, representing trans people who are rapidly losing rights, and it will only go further down from there. But we will see you next week at the same time. Tales Does Tales airs just before us. I believe it's 3 p.m. our time. 3 p.m. Central. 4 p.m. Eastern is when it goes live. And then, we appreciate you, Penny. When you get a chance to just refresh it, maybe it'll be better. Derailed. ADHD as fuck. What else is airing? We have a Discord server that you can go and check and see lots of cool things and talk to lots of cool people. We're all in there. It's super fun. Where's my mouse so that I can read what our schedule is? Our schedule this upcoming week. There it is. We have Tales of Caerwyn. Tomorrow night at 6 p.m. Eastern, which is on the system Fabula Ultima. I don't know anything about it, but it seems cool. And then, yeah, so then the next week on Tuesday, we'll see you for Tales Does Tales, which me and Danny are in, so you can see us there too.
Let's go!
Yes! And bring your friends and come next time, and we'll see if we can get some more donations in.
You can also
Yay.
join our Patreon. We have a Game of Witch that is coming out.
Oh yeah, that's
Or
right.
has already started coming out.
Yeah, it's a Patreon only podcast style, right?
Yep.
It's pretty cool. It's got a lot of cool kids in there. Oh yay!
Like me.
Token of possibility. Heck yeah. Cool. Okay. So we'll see you next week. Are you ready for more tales? Always?
Always.
Always.
Maybe?
Always.
Oh.
Are you ready to explain to the police what's going on? Maybe not.
Not really.
No.
Maybe not. But
No,
yeah.
because she's gonna be fine. All we have to do is hydrate her.
She just needs to be rehydrated.
Toss her
She's
in the
not
bathtub.
dead.
It's
Just
fine.
give her some water.
My favorite quote is now she was gonna be a Broadway star, but now she's a raisin. What the fuck? Okay, bye.